All right, we back. Mercy Sports Talk. We in the building, and De'Aaron Fox and the Kings could be headed towards a split. De'Aaron Fox is going to want the max contract. Now that depends on what the new CBA says. Right now, it's estimated that it's a 5-year deal worth anywhere between 150 to 180 million dollars. It's not a super max. I think you have to wait till you get to your third contract in the NBA to garnish a super max contract. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. If the Sacramento Kings do not wish to pay De'Aaron Fox a maximum contract, should the Detroit Pistons be interested? I'm definitely interested. I love Fox. There's been a little bit of injury history there, but that's like what 90% of the NBA now. It used to be no boys allowed. Now it's nothing but boys, right? It ain't too many, Iron Man Warriors. It ain't too many Carl Ripkins in the NBA at all anymore. You know what I'm saying? It used to be pride in playing 82 games, 82 game season. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like him. You know what I'm saying? You know, that means that if you can get De'Aaron Fox, if they don't want to pay him, now they may or may not pay him. They are looking to move Buddy Hield. So if they're able to move Buddy Hield, then more than likely they will pay him. And they also have to pay Bojanovic. So I think they'll do everything in their power to bring back De'Aaron Fox. But in the situation they don't, I definitely will give him a max contract. I mean, in Detroit, he fast. He get up and down the court. And in a few years, you'll have another max contract spot open when Blake Griffin contract roll off the book. So I like him a lot, and if I can grab him, and also I could turn around and draft a wing guy, the kid from Vanderbilt, the other kid from Auburn, if I can get a guard, that'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? But in that situation, you can't pass up talent. I think De'Aaron Fox would be all-star in the Eastern Conference. And that's just my opinion on it. I really do think he'll be an all-star in the Eastern Conference, man. And some people say, well, what about John Wall? Well, John Wall got to show that he's healthy. And if John Wall healthy, then that's a conversation that we can have. But I prefer the younger, the sprier. I'm not saying he's more athletic, but after he blew his Achilles out twice, John Wall, he blew it out on the court, or however he blew it out. Then he blew it out again at home. I would just favor, bringing in De'Aaron Fox. I mean, obviously they can always draft a point guard, but you draft a point guard, you get them cheaper. So that's the benefit of taking a point guard. But, you know what De'Aaron Fox is. He's a known commodity. Now, if Joe Dumars or, somebody else like, that didn't know what to do, like, he want to play. Like, Stan Van Gundy, then I would probably say you go with the known commodity. You go with De'Aaron Fox, you bring him in, and you let him run the show. And I think the first year in Detroit, if ain't no health issues, I think he makes the All-Star team the first year. But with Troy Weaver being able to identify and know talent, I don't have a problem with trusting Troy Weaver to draft the right guy. Don't have an issue with it. But in this situation, it makes the rebuild quicker if you bring in De'Aaron Fox, and then you can draft the wing to go with him. You also got Diambo if you bring back Christian Wood. Then really, with Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose pitching in probably 60-70% of the season, the Pistons might go from being, a top 5 loser in the NBA to a playoff team. I could see that happening expeditiously if that does happen, and how quick they gel, and depending on if they do another bubble or not. But I don't have no issue with bringing in De'Aaron Fox at all. I think he's probably going to improve as a shooter. He can get into the rim, and he gets lost in the sauce because he's in Sacramento, and also, from the simple fact, some of the injury histories. And he in the Western Conference. You put him in the East, you're probably looking at a all-star. You're probably looking to put him up there with Ben Simmons and, Kyle Lowry and some of the good players out East. And I think De'Aaron Fox should want to welcome the shift from, the West to the East. He should welcome that change. He'd go over there and probably be an all-star quick. His speed, and you got Diambo and Wood who can run the floor, and also you put him with another guard that can get up and down the floor, the Pistons would be exciting. I'm not saying that he Trae Young or nothing like that, but you know what? He a blazer. If you get him to play some defense, which I think he'd be a good defender, finish at the rim, he could. He got a lot of good nights. Just that you don't really look at Sacramento like that. And I like Bojanovic too. If they let him go, I like him too. I would like Buddy Hield as well. I talked about him yesterday just in the scenario where we had better structure around. If I knew the coach was going to utilize him the right way, then I'd say yeah, because Buddy Hield is more than the guy that run up the court and spot up and shoot. He can get to the rim, he can cut, he can finish at the rim. You know, you can get the most out of his mid-range game like Rip. You get a lot of different things out of him. So, like I said, I have no issue. I would max out De'Aaron Fox. I think you see Jaylen Brown get maxed out. I think he's just as good as Jaylen Brown, even though they play two different positions. I think he's just as good. You know, he just don't get the fanfare because he out west and he in Sacramento. There's no knock on Sacramento, but, you know, you bring him to Detroit, you know, they probably going to make the playoff quick with him. And also you got Derrick Rose that can mentor him a little bit. So I like the situation with us bringing Fox in. I mean, obviously that's if we can't get Brandon Ingram. You know, if we can't get Ingram, then, you know, I would love to bring Fox in. You know, I don't know exactly what Sacramento will be looking for. But, you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to ship off Buddy Hield because they don't want to have two max contracts there with Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox and they're not winning nothing. And also Bogdanovich going to get a nice pretty penny as well. I think they prefer to keep him over Buddy Hield because he seemed to get more burn than Buddy Hield do. So we'll see what go on in Sacramento. I did hear they did hire a general manager, so that's a great thing. They did hire a general manager. So, you know, maybe Joe Dumars can have some influence and throw us a bone since all them years. He took like Rodney White, and he took, you know, Darko. So throw us a bone, Joe D. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? Cash App for CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Check out our Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Let me know what you guys think about De'Aaron Fox and the contract. We gone.